Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be doing a ranking of the top 5 best cards at each position here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. So again, keep in mind, this is my opinion, but this is a useful list, I think, for people who are trying to figure out who like the best cards at each spot are to try to target. And every one of these positions, at least one of these cards is like somewhat attainable. Now, not all of them are super attainable. In fact, the vast majority of these cards are not very attainable for the average player, but each position generally contains at least one guy who is or was pretty attainable. So we'll start off at the point guard position with number 5, Penny Hardaway. I really like this card. I just wish his fade was better. The upper on his jumper makes his fade kind of weird. I think his standstill jumper is better than his fade for sure. He's got great slashing, really good movement, and overall a lot of versatility. 6'7", really good defensive point guard. His biggest flaw is that his upper's kind of weird. It messes with the fade. That is my biggest criticism of the card, is I don't think his jumper in general is quite as good as the other guys on the top 5 here. Number 4 is Devin Booker. Incredible shot, incredible fade, obviously 100 overall stats and badges, and he's got Darius Garland dribble style, but I do wish he had a better escape, better behind the back. Outside of that, though, he's a great card. But we're moving through these cards pretty quickly because we got 25 different guys to talk about on this list. But at number 3 at the point guard position, Jason Kidd. I know he's only 6'4", but the jumper is incredible. The SIGs are pretty solid. The defense is elite. I understand that this might feel a little high for J Kidd. It is my legitimate opinion that he is a top 3 point guard in the game. Absolutely love this card, and no problems with him at number 3. Number 2, Michael Jordan, MJ. Feels like he's pretty definitively number 2. Really good card, does a lot of things well. Is he the best point guard in the game at this point? Probably not. I think number 1 moves a little better than he is, but he's a great slasher, great fade, great jump shot. Great everything, just an awesome card. The number 1 is obviously Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, in my opinion. He's got slightly better movement than MJ. He's got a better size up. He's got a better fade, in my opinion anyway. And I just think in general, he's a little bit better card. Not like way significantly better by any means, but I give him the edge, and Shai is my favorite point guard in my team right now. Moving on to the shooting guard position, number 5 is going to be Dark Matter Kawhi Leonard. Really solid jumper, elite defender, solid movement as well. Just a well-rounded, high-level defensive card who's good enough offensively to hold his own as well. Definitely not a bad card at all. I am a fan of Kawhi, and I think he does deserve a decent spot on this list. Feels pretty fair to put him at the number 5 spot. Number 4, Klay Thompson. Elite defender with Curry escape and a really nice jump shot. Doesn't have insane dunk animations, and his movement isn't like off the charts amazing, but it certainly isn't bad. He's a really nice card. I think he does a lot of things very well at shooting guard, and overall, nice, well-rounded option. I think he's number 4, and I feel like that's the right placement for him. Number 3 is Carmelo Anthony. 6'7". Obviously has 100 overall, has the great defensive stats and bad. His jumper's awesome. My one critique of Carmelo's De'Aaron Fox dribble style is not one that I particularly love. Doesn't have a good burst out of it. Limits the shot creation ability of this card to a certain extent. And if you're looking for something to criticize with Carmelo, that would probably be the number 1 thing. Number 2 at the shooting guard position is easy. Tracy McGrady, 6'8", 7'2" wingspan. Great jumper, great SIGs, great release. Doesn't have a great behind the back. His only flaw besides that is that Steph Curry fade isn't as good as like a Pro 2 or even some of the other fades that some of these top tier cards have, but he's still great. He's still a top 2 shooting guard in the game. No doubt about it. And then number 1 is obviously invincible Kevin Durant, the best shooting guard in the game. It is not debatable at 6'10" with a 7'5" wingspan, basically perfect stats and badges as well as animations. He is absolutely broken. 12 base legend badges as well. He is easily the best shooting guard in the game. It is not even close. Small forward position. We have 2 of this man on the list, but Dark Matter Giannis Antetokounmpo, I think, is the 5th best small forward in the game. He's still amazing defensively, amazing as a slasher, incredibly valuable for his size, even if his jumper is probably one of the worst of any card on this list, not just at small forward, but in general. I think his defense and slashing still provide enough value for him to be a top 5 option at the small forward position, though. Still a very good card. Number 4 is going to be Andre Kirilenko. If you're looking for a pure spot up with a great jump shot, he is probably the best of all the small forwards, damn near in the game, honestly, besides maybe number 1. But jump shot is really great. Slashing is really okay. Defense is great. He just doesn't have god tier movement, although I do think he's a good card. Like, I think he's a very solid option. I think he did a lot of things well, and I have no real issues at all with him at the number 3-4 spot on this list. Number 3 is Chris Webber, who really his only real flaw is that his jumper is a bit frustrating to me. It feels a bit inconsistent at times, tough to time, at least tough to be consistent with. I do actually think he's a very solid card, but it does exasperate me a bit at times, the limitations that this card has in terms of his shooting ability. He's certainly not bad, and his jumper's fast as heck too. I just find it a little tough to green at times. He's an awesome card though, 6'10", 100 overall, still one of the best small forwards in the game. And I am realizing right now that I just forgot a small forward. So I'm sorry, Giannis, you're getting moved off the list because I made a mistake. Blake Griffin should be the number 4 small forward on this list, and I forgot about him, and that is my mistake. Blake is also 6'10" with a very good jump shot, solid if not insane movement, but definitely good. Per 100 overall stats and badges, he is an elite card with elite slashing ability. Could even be argued higher than number 4 if you wanted to, but he absolutely cannot be forgotten on this list. He deserves to be on here, and so I had to make sure I called an audible there and put him at number 4. Number 3 is going to be Michael Beasley, or sorry, number 2 is going to be Michael Beasley. I think he's better than both the 100 overalls. I don't care. His offense is that good. If you need a scorer at the small forward position, you could damn near make an argument because this card's better than Giannis. Now, I wouldn't make that argument even as a scorer that he's better than Giannis, but look, he's an insane card. He's absolutely great. His offense is unbelievable. One of the best jumpers we've seen all year in my team, and I absolutely love him. But with that being said, Giannis is literally the best small forward in the game at everything. He's the best defensive small forward. He's the best shot creating small forward. He's the best slashing small forward. He's the best shooting small forward. He is the best small forward in the game in every single area that a card could be. There is maybe not another card. Well, it's Giannis and KD. They are the two of the 3 most broken cards in the game anyway, without a doubt. Giannis is a no-brainer number 1. Not even close. Didn't even have to think about it. Moving on to power forward. Number 5 at the power forward position is this 100 overall Chris Bosh. Super solid card. Not insanely overpowered though or anything. Definitely a little underwhelming compared to what he maybe could have been, but still a very, very solid card at power forward. Does a lot of things well. Jumper's super duper solid. He's got decent size. He's great defensively. The stats and badges are there. Super solid card. At the 4 position though, we got KP. Power forward position is all 100 overalls, and understandably so. KP is absolutely awesome. 7'2", 99 speed. That in of itself provides value, but his jumper's nice. His movement isn't insane, but he's a really good card, no doubt about it. With that being said, his jumper's not as nice as Shaq's is, and Shaq also has Darius Garland dribble style, whereas KP has Booker. KP doesn't really have much SIGs. Shaq at least has the dribble style to go with an incredible jumper. He is so glitchy and hard to stop in terms of his animations too. He's absolutely amazing. The power forward position is just loaded in general. Like Wilt at number 2 is an insane card. Very similar to Shaq. Amazing animations, amazing jump shot. Another really glitchy, really good card. He and Shaq are very similar. I think you could pretty much go opinion based in terms of who's better there. And then this is my opinion. Y'all might not agree with me, but I think Tim Duncan is the best 100 overall in the game. Now, he is the best shot creating of all the 100 overalls, 100% in terms of SIGs and shot creation ability in general. That to me is the main reason he's number 1. He's a couple inches shorter than Wilt and Shaq. It doesn't quite get the same impact animations as they do as a rebounder, as a defender, but he is an amazing card in his own right, and I do think his shot creation makes him the best power forward in my team. And then moving on to the center position. Number 5 spot's going to be Chet Holmgren. Again, I wanted to use different cards at each position, so I used all 100 overall power forwards, but that means we don't have all the 100 overall centers, because like guys like KP, for example, are great centers as well. But same thing with Wilt and Shaq, of course. But Chet at number 5 is still a great card. Very nice release. 7'1" with a big player in the build that makes him look taller than 7'1". Nice finishing animations. He gets awesome defensive animations. I'm still using him as a backup center. I got no problems at all with Chet. I think he's an awesome card. Number 4 is going to be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who is 7'2" with the Afro player build that makes him look even taller. Dominant defender, dominant slasher. Very similarly to Giannis, his physical capabilities are what make him truly amazing. Now that Giannis isn't quite top 5 anymore, but I like his jumper on very quick too. I think he's an awesome card, and I think him at number 3 is totally fair. Number 3 is Zach Edey. Number 4 was Kareem. Edey at 3, I mean, we know what the card does. He's 7'5" with a good jump shot, and he's got good speed. He's glitchy. He's really glitchy on the inside. He's one of the few guys in the game that can actually try to stop Yao, and he's got the speed to be able to compete while also being a really good shooter. With that being said, I do think Wemby's better. Personally, Wemby's jumper is far more uncontestable, and honestly, Wemby feels a little faster than Edey does. I don't know why, but Edey feels a little bit clunky movement-wise at times, whereas Edey, I'm not even talking about dribbling, I'm just talking about running. Wemby doesn't quite have that issue, I don't think. So in my opinion, Wemby is the second best, and Edey is the third best. But with that being said, number 1 again is an absolute no-brainer, Yao Ming, who is right there with KD and Giannis as the 3 best cards in the game. There is nobody close at the center position to Yao, just like there's nobody close at shooting guard to KD or small forward to Giannis. He is an absolutely insane card. 7'6", 99 speed, and an amazing jumper. Like, what else needs to be said? Unbelievably glitchy, unbelievably good card. And with that being said, that is going to do it for this video. These are the 5 PGs. These are the 5 shooting guards. These are the 5 small forwards. These are the 5 power forwards, and these are the 5 centers. Let me know what y'all think of my ranking in the comment section down below. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back on more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.